Well, Eddie, hey, we're back here at the IHSA AA semifinals, and we are at 112, and we talked just a few minutes ago about how the influx of really talented freshmen that we're getting these days over the last 5 and more years. Well, you know what? Here we are, the top bracket at 112. We've got Stephen Robertson. He's an undefeated freshman at 44-0 from Niles West, wrestling another freshman who's 42-3 from Lockport. So here we've got two really talented freshmen trying to make it to the finals. One of them will.
Yeah, these are two of the best freshmen in the state right now. Oster comes from a long line of brothers that wrestle for Lockport. His older brother Jake was a state champ a few years back.
And they gave the two. Robertson gets on the board first with a nice takedown. Oster's a long family history here, huh?
Oh yeah, yeah. His older brother Jake was a state champ for Lockport a few years back. Looks like Robertson wanted to wrestle on his feet. Gave Oster the escape, and
well, Robertson had a heck of a match yesterday. He was not favored, although some people might have considered it a toss-up, but Robertson came into the state tournament ranked 10th, and he beat the number 4 ranked kid yesterday in overtime, Bukowski from Manuka. That was a terrifically hard-fought match. Wow.
Well, he's looking tough here. He's in on a second single leg, and it looks like he's going to get the takedown. Oster is a heck of a scrambler. He's a hard guy to wrestle. He can scramble with the best of them, and it looks like right now they're discussing whether or not they're going to give the points, and they did not. So it was a great job by Oster to get off the mat to keep him getting taken down.
Nice job. So Robertson came in ranked 10th, had to beat the number 4 man yesterday. Oster came in ranked 7th, or 6th, excuse me, beat the number 7th ranked man yesterday. So this, you got to figure this is kind of a toss-up match. Two freshmen, great records.
Well, it's amazing that Robertson was ranked as low as he was, considering he's undefeated coming into this tournament and wrestling in Niles. I mean, they have a good schedule and they wrestle tough teams. So
I tell you what's interesting. You mentioned Oster being a terrific scrambler, and Robertson, he has got to be 50% stronger than he looks, and he looks strong.
Oh yeah,
and he's got to be even stronger than he looks, because he was in some positions yesterday that he powered his way out of that I just didn't think he was going to be able to.
Well, you kind of hit it on the head before, Mark. I mean, these freshmen are so much more physical than we've ever seen. I mean, they're built better, and I don't know if it just comes from years of wrestling at a younger age, and or whether it's weight training.
Yeah, I was going to say they might be. Oh boy, there's locked hands there to Robertson's benefit, and an escape or a reversal, one of the two.
This could be a 3-point swing. Robertson's got at least one for the. Oh, they're going to give him the escape. It's going to make it 4-1 for Robertson.
Well, that's tough. Giving up an extra point with locked hands in what could be a tight match. That's a tough one for a coach over in the corner.
Well, I'm really impressed with Robertson's leg attacks. I mean, he's been in on some great single leg shots, and if it wasn't for Oster being able to scramble out of them, this score could be a lot worse than it is.
You're right. Robertson, he does a nice job of tying up hands and arms and then giving a quick little pop and dropping to a leg.
He's a really solid wrestler for a freshman. Working underhook now, hand fighting well. Oster's taken a lot of shots, but most of them have been kind of wild. So Robertson stays in great position.
Yeah, that's impressive, especially as you say for a freshman. Well, we're down to 1 minute left in the second period here. The score is still 4-1 in favor of Robertson. And Oster, what?
Nice single leg by Oster.
What a nice reaction.
Wow, that was a great scramble by Robertson.
The weight's on the hands. There's the two. He cuts them loose. It looks to me like somebody scouted Oster and told Robertson, you don't go on the mat with him.
No, you don't want to wrestle with an Oster on the mat. I mean, Jamison is real dangerous on the mat. He showed yesterday when he was losing a match and ended up reversing the kid and pinning him. So.
Okay, so they did scout him, and he's Robertson's following the plan.
Yeah, he's
getting his 2, and he's not wasting any time cutting them loose.
He's doing a great job. I mean, I'm amazed at his scrambling ability. Oster was in on a great single leg, and Jamison ended up coming out of it on top, and it's amazing scrambling right now.
Now we'll see that power we're talking about. Can he come up with this or not? I haven't yet seen somebody that can clamp him there. Well, that's an awkward position. There we go. That's a good stalemate. Oh, no, that's not a stalemate. That is the end of the second period. With a score 6-2. Robertson comfortably in control at this point.
Okay. Well, we got Oster going down now, 6-2. He's going to look to try to get off the bottom and make something happen here in the third period.
Well, either Robertson's going to consider trying to ride him for a little bit, or he's going to let him loose in the sign of first trouble.
Well, I would think that he'd want to ride him a little loose here and not take a chance of getting reversed when he could give him 1 point.
You're right. It's exactly what he did. He stayed comfortably behind him. He wasn't about to put some pressure on him.
In on another great
deep shot. Oh man, there's a 2.
It's a beautiful single leg to a Bazigar, and he's coming up on top.
He is, you know what? He's wrestled not only tough but really smart. He has stayed within himself this entire match. He's never exposed himself to a dangerous situation.
Oh, he's a great, solid wrestler. I am really impressed with the freshman's technique, his position, everything about him is unbelievable.
Any idea what age he started wrestling? Either one of these 2 freshmen.
Well, I know Jamison's been wrestling for a long time. He's probably started wrestling when he was about 5 or 6, and even before that, he had to wrestle having 2 older brothers that both were wrestlers.
Well, actually, you make a good point. Some of that, and I know Robertson has an older brother too, some of that is just survival dealing with the big brothers. Yeah. You can get pretty tough just trying to stay alive.
Well, it could be fathers too now, you know.
Well, you got a good point. Yeah. Well, we're down to 35 seconds left in this match, and all Robertson needs to do is just wrestle conservatively. He needs to take no chances, comfortably control 8-3.
Oh, he's really doing a great job of controlling Oster on top. He's got an arm bar in. He's trying to walk it around to the front to try to possibly get some back points. Looks like he's going to be content to keep him in that position and waste a little time and go to the finals. Another freshman in the finals, Mark.
Man, it's impressive, and he's getting some back points to boot.
Wow.
He's going to wind up with a major decision here. Wow. 11-3, a major decision for the freshman Stephen Robertson from Niles West, going into the finals with a record of 45-0.
Well, that's for a 10th ranked individual. I tell you what, he wrestled way above his expectations. I mean, this kid is unbelievable.